Good morning, guys. Hope everybody's doing good. It's another hot morning in Vietnam. Still in Da Nang. I'm down to 13 days left. Today, I'm going to kind of give you a blueprint, a beginner's guide for men over 50 to get fit, which I will make into a PDF that I'm going to give away here in the next few weeks to everybody. But if you're a man over 50 and just getting started with fitness, this is the video I wish someone would have gave me, 15, 20 years ago. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need a six-pack or anything like that. You might get one, but you don't need it. You need clarity, consistency, and a realistic strategy for your age, your body, and your lifestyle. So let's break it down. Mike Norris and Mike Norris Fit. If you new here, hope you subscribe to the channel. And everyone, please like the video. That helps the algorithm, gets it sent out to more people. And leave your comments. I love the comments. I was getting a ton of comments and they slacked off all of a sudden. So let's break it down. Let's get into it. Step one, as always, the mindset. The mindset is you have to start where you are, but you got to change that mindset. Most of us have to, especially if we're going to stick with it long term and develop really good health and get physically fit. Forget about where you were at when you were 18, 25, or 30. Forget about that, because you're not there anymore. You're just not there, and I think you know that. We want to focus on longevity, strength, and energy, not our ego. Trying to show how much weight we can lift or things that we did years ago. The number one goal for you should be to stay mobile, strong, so that you can have an independent lifestyle, or a healthy lifestyle. Live the lifestyle you want. Be like me, 67. I'm not that old, I'm only 67. That's the way I think about it. I'm not old, I'm only 67, and I'm traveling the world. I'm in Vietnam for a month and a half. I've already been here a month. So you're not trying to impress anyone. If you happen to impress someone along the way, that's fine, but you're not trying to. You're trying to build a future you can be proud of. And that's mainly for yourself, but also your family, so that you're around for them. Step two, we got to build our foundation. Our foundation is a couple things: movement, strength, mobility, but it starts with movement, guys. If you're not walking daily, start. I know some people tell you to walk 3-4 days a week, whatever. Walk every day. You got to move some anyway, so add in some steps. If you're new, you haven't been walking, try to get to 3,000, 5,000 steps a day. Try to build up, and it takes a while. Now, after you've been walking for, just like you do anything else, for about 60 days, and hey, it really kind of takes off. Walk and build, it's going to help you build consistency by doing this every day, because you have to have consistency with it to improve your health and fitness. And it'll improve your health fast. Walking will improve it fast because it works. If you've listened to my other videos, I talk about all the benefits of walking, all the things it does for your body. A lot more than just trying to lose weight. Light mobility work to unlock your joints and help you avoid injury. My joints are always hurting or tight, or I'm doing constantly throughout the day. I'll be rotating my elbows. I'll be doing different things. But the key is, if you haven't done anything, just start moving. Don't think about working out, what I got to do, what I got to lift, gym. Don't think about that. Just concentrate on moving. Concentrate on moving. And one other thing that's going to go along with that I'll hit in another step. Your examples could be starting with a 10-minute walk. It could be doing some band exercises, stretching your bands. Like I do them every day before I work out in the gym. As a matter of fact, I got a band in my gym bag I take around with me in case the gym has no bands or it magically disappear or something. I can do my stretches with bands, but you don't have to do that. You can do all kind of side rotations, shoulder rolls, hip rotations. You can, all types of stretching. Don't stretch too far too fast and strain a muscle or pull a muscle. but start where you're at. Get down on the floor, whatever you got to do some stretching. You can do that before you walk. You can do it after you walk. You can do it in the evenings. You can, but you need to stretch. And I do suggest, if you're just starting out, to do a little stretching before you even start walking. Even if it's just a little 5 minutes of stretching, and try to walk 10 to 15 minutes to start off, and we'll go from there. Step 3, adding structure. We're adding more structure. We're already walking. We're going to walk, at least 6 days a week. You might as well do 7, because you got to move anyway. So you might as well walk the 7th day. But if you absolutely need a break, just walk 6 days. And we're doing our stretching, some mobility work, practice standing on one leg for mobility. That's a good start. Just practice putting one foot off the ground, 6 inches a foot or whatever, and just seeing how long you can stand there. And try to work up to 10, 15 seconds. It doesn't take you long. I could probably stand 2 minutes on one leg now, but I do a lot of different things. But to improve that, but just start with standing. Try standing on one leg. Do it a couple times a day. If you practice doing it, it's unbelievable, and it'll help you with your balance as you age. We want to add some strength training, resistance training. It can be done with just your body weight. It can be done with bands. You could buy you some dumbbells. You can buy you some kettlebells. You can join in gyms. There's just so many ways to do it. But we need our strength. As we age, we need strength to keep us from falling, to keep our balance, and to keep our muscle. It's key that we keep our muscle. At the age of 30, we start losing muscle every single year. At the age of 30, and you haven't done anything and you're 60 years old, and you probably know you've lost most of your muscle, well, you can get it back. At any age, you can start building muscle back. You can just do push-ups on the floor. You can hanging is a great exercise. Fortunately, the gyms, I always find a bar that I can hang from, and I'll hang for 3 or 4 sets, and normally I'll hang 30, try to go to 45 seconds. I wish I could get to a minute, but the shoulder I got really starts hurting, but I know that the hanging improves the pain, improves my shoulder, because I can feel it. I noted it I don't lift weights without hanging first. I got to do some kind of hanging. So we're walking. We got a little stretching routine. If you're a yoga person, it could be yoga, but yoga is really hard work, and it's not really stretching. And adding resistance training. So we got those 3 things. You could, just like I say, you could just do body weight. You could do some squats against a wall. You could do squats holding onto a table like this. You can do push-ups against a table. You can do push-ups against a wall. If you got bands, there's all kind of, it comes with an exercise thing. There's all kind of things you can do with bands. And I suggest, if you haven't done anything in forever, start with your body weight or resistance bands, or both, combination. And then if you want to join a gym, join a gym. A gym is a lot of good benefits of joining a gym, and Planet Fitness is like dirt cheap, like $10 a month still, I think, maybe 12 now. And you can use them anywhere in the United States that they have them. You can't beat it. And they got machines, they got people that can help you out in there, show you how to get started, how to do stuff. You don't need long workouts. You just need repeatable workouts. We want the structure, we want the consistency. And as far as lifting, I say 3 days a week. You should lift at least 3 days a week. 2 days a week, some people I know tell people to do 2 days a week. 2 days a week is for people who just kind of want to maintain. Of course, if you haven't done anything in 30 years, if you've only got time for 2 days a week, that's good. But if you're 70, 80 years old, 60, 70, 80 years old, you got time to hit it 3 days a week. At least I think so anyway. Step 4, and this is huge, especially if you're one of the people trying to get some weight off, trying to get some fat off. You got to fix your food. You got to fix it. No matter how good you think you're eating, look at yourself. Look at yourself, and you'll see that you can fix it. 80% of losing weight is the nutrition. The walking, everything is great. That's good. You need it for your health. You need it to help burn some calories and stuff. But the nutrition is the golden egg, the golden goose, whatever. It's 80%. Start with protein. Get 25 to 30 grams of protein every meal. I had 4. I don't normally eat breakfast, except for Like today, I ate for a reason. I'm not going to eat. I'm going to the gym. I'm not going to eat till later tonight. And I fasted. I only did 13 hours because I ate last night. Normally, I'm going 15, 16, 17 hours without eating, but I only did like 13. I ate 4 eggs. I had 4 eggs for breakfast, and they got a restaurant here, so I'm taking advantage of the free breakfast. And all I had was eggs. I had a couple pieces of toast. I had some bacon and watermelon, and I had watermelon juice, and I had Vietnamese coffee, and it's strong. I don't put sugar in coffee, but my God, there's some strong coffee, people. I love that coconut coffee that they have. I love the salted coffee that they have, but they're basically sweet drinks. They have about 300 calories in them, so I usually just drink black coffee, but I got to put a little bit of something in that because that stuff is strong. Really strong. So we want to get more protein with every meal. We want to prioritize. We want to eat whole food when you get down to it. You want to stay away from all that junk. You want lean meats, vegetables, eggs, fruit, Greek yogurt. I got to go buy me some yogurt today. I got a lot of nuts and stuff in here. I put in yogurt to eat for snacks or stuff that, I love yogurt and put nuts in it or blueberries or something in it, but I can't find them here. I use that for snacks. Eliminate the junk gradually. Very few people can be cold turkey when it comes to stuff like sugar and soda and processed carbs. I found when I was a weight loss coach, I have to wean people off of it. Cut back each week a little bit. Myself now, I was one of the rare ones that I just cut out the Mountain Dews completely. Boom, stopped drinking Mountain Dews, and I stopped eating them terrible peanut M&Ms that I was eating to stay awake at night when I was driving for Uber. I just completely cut it out, but I had a crazy mindset about what I was going to do. So a lot of this goes back to step one, getting that mindset right. Stay hydrated and start basic tracking habits. Or I should say start tracing basic habits. And you don't have to do anything fancy. If you got a little journal, a notepad or something, just kind of write down, how much water you drank today, a good idea. Because I can tell you however much water you're drinking, it's not enough. Probably about 50% of what you should be drinking. And we should be drinking water as soon as we wake up in the morning. Before you drink coffee, before you eat, you need to drink a glass or two of water. The more the better. Because when we sleep all night, it dehydrates us. And our body needs that water in the morning. So start drinking and just, you may keep up with little things. If you're trying to lose weight, you need to really track it so you can see what's going. And it's like this. It's kind of like the stock market. Your weight fluctuates up and down until you kind of get in the right mode, and you see some pretty good drops, and it starts going down continuously. So keep up with your weight. You could weigh daily. I know a lot of people don't like to do that. If you don't like to do it, you can weigh whenever, once a week, but you weigh at the same time in the morning before you eat, before you drink anything. And best if you can go to the bathroom first. So if you got up, went to the bathroom, step on the scales, write it down, then get your water, and then if you drink coffee, get your coffee. So, it's nutrition is fuel for your body, folks, especially a man over 50. That nutrition helps you in so many ways, not just with the weight loss. It's not some fad diet that we want to do. This is a change for life, a lifestyle change, folks. Step 5, and it's our last step, is rest, recovery, and routine. Sleep. I had clients that couldn't sleep for different reasons. They had tremendous stress problems. Guess what? They couldn't lose any weight. I would recommend that they go see a sleep specialist, because you got to get the sleep right before you're really going to lose weight. If you can't sleep for 4 or 5 hours a night, you're going to have a rough time losing weight. And then you add in walking and doing some resistance training and stuff, and that's good stress on your body, but it's more stress on your body. You got to get that sleep. 7 hours minimum. Try to get 7, and that includes if you take a nap. If you can take a nap in the middle of the day or the afternoon for 30 minutes, an hour, that's great. I'm not the greatest sleeper in the world. I was sleeping pretty good. Then I came over here, and I think the tremendous time change had me messed up for weeks. I mean, weeks. I was waking up all kind of crazy hours, getting 4 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep. But now I've been taking my magnesium, and I'm kind of back to getting 7 hours. I had a really good night of sleep. This room's freezing in here, which, you know, you kind of want it really cold here because it's really hot. But I had a good night of sleep, and your sleep affects hormones, it affects your cravings, it affects your energy. If you don't have any energy, you're not going to do anything. If you're 65, 70 years old, you wake up, you don't have any energy, you're just not going to want to do anything. So get that sleep. Another good thing, you know, they tell us to stay off our screens late. I'm bad about that, checking stuff on my phone at the last minute. The last hour before bed should have no screens. But also, it's a good idea to do a stretch. Do a little stretching an hour or so before bed. Hour and a half, 2 hours before bed. If you just do a little stretching there in your house. Especially if you're a little sore from your workout during the day or whatever, do a little stretching before you go to bed. Not right before you go to bed, but like an hour or a little earlier. Don't overtrain. Your recovery matters more than ever. We're not 25, 30 anymore, although I think so sometimes, and I overdo the training, and I'm not the best at recovery, but I took a full day off yesterday, and I'm raring and ready to go today. I'm ready for the gym. I'm ready to get, I got in 15,000 steps yesterday on the beach, but I'm ready to get to the gym now as soon as I get through with this video. So recovery, remember, your growth happens during recovery. People think when they're doing things, when they're lifting, when they're doing things, or body weight exercises, they're growing. You're not growing then, folks. You're growing when you sleep. You lose weight when you sleep. People think, oh, I'm sweating, I'm getting it. That's water weight, guys. That's nice, you got a good sweat going. It's good for you. You're not losing that weight that you lose when you're sweating, you're going to gain it back. That's water weight. But you lose weight while you're sleeping. If you ever read the science about it, it's crazy. And basically, you're breathing it out. It's weird. You're breathing it out. That's where most of your weight goes. So recap, 5 steps. 5 steps. This is the blueprint, guys. And there's a lot of little things that you can add into this. And if you go watch all my videos, I talk about fasting and all these things that help. But it comes down to number 1, shifting your mindset. You're going to do this no matter what it takes. I'm going to lose this amount of weight, or I'm in terrible health. The doctor told me my blood pressure's high. This is high, this counts high, I got to get it down. I'm going to do it no matter what it takes. Start walking and moving, because, you know, moving around in your home, your apartment, wherever you live, moving around, going outside, walking around in the yard, that's all movement. All of those steps count, so get you a watch to keep up with your steps. Add simple strength routine. You know, it can be, you know, going to the gym, it can be body weight on the floor, doing push-ups or push-ups against the wall and stuff. You don't even have to get on the floor. You can do push-ups on your knees if you're not able to do regular push-ups. Hanging, if you can find something to hang on, is good for you. Squats. If you don't know how to do these things, there's hundreds of videos. People will show you exactly how to do body weight routines. I've got a band routine. Did I put the band routine up yet? I just made one a week or so ago. I don't think I put it up yet. I put up a couple. I put up a mobility one. I put up an isometric one. Yes, isometrics is great for strength training. I got an isometric video up, and I got to put the band video up. I've already made it. I just haven't put it up. So clean up your diet. Step 4 is cleaning up the diet. 1% a day, folks. Get 1% better every day at everything we do. Try to get 1% better and make rest a priority in your life, and you're going to feel better. So 1, shift your mindset. 2, start walking and moving. 3, add simple strength training. 4, clean up your diet. And 5, make rest and recovery a priority. So getting fit after 50, like I said, doesn't require perfection. It just requires action. The main thing is you take action, motivation wanes, you got to take action, go after it, get after it right away. You think you want to do something, don't think about it, do it right now. Go start walking, go outside and go for a walk right now. Get on out there. You know, I know it's summer, but it don't matter. It don't matter. You got to do it. So again, I'd ask you to 2 things. What are your first step you're going to start today? Are you starting something new, or is there something of the 5 that you're going to add in and try to get better at? Or are you just starting and you're going to start walking, or you're going to start walking X amount of steps? Let me know, and I'll appreciate if everybody would like the video and leave your comments below, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll have another video for you tomorrow. Talk later.